Welcome back, everyone, to the Natty 19 podcast. Oh, yeah, this is episode 52.
52.
Woo. That means one more week until the 1 year anniversary countdown.
Oh,
That's
the
right.
countdown begins.
Are we going to remember to count down on Twitter every day?
That's up to you.
We'll mention it.
We gotta sing the praise of a new Patreon subscriber,
Yeah.
Berto. This one goes out to you.
Berto.
Not just our newest Patreon subscriber, but he's been a fan for quite a while. Very supportive.
Yeah, he was one of the very first people on Twitter to repost about us. So he's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Major
Shout out
props.
to Berto.
Major props, Berto.
And
we love you.
If we're doing shout outs, we're overdue for a shout out for tabletop audio.
Yes.
On almost every single episode, at least every single episode I've ever edited, I've used something from Tim and tabletop audio. Great website. John actually turned me on to it, but for your games, they won an award at one of the recent events. One of the PAX
I believe
events.
it. Solid tracks, crisp, clear. I also like how they have the ability to do it live, like a DJ session type deal.
Yeah, it's easy to pull up. They have a player right there on there.
Exactly. Or you can download it and you could do it in post, I mean, it's just super easy. I love it. Thank you, guys.
So yeah, that was tabletop audio. It's free. Or you could get into their Patreon, if you really do like it and use it a lot. Also, something we have coming down the line is the next episode for our remaster of Abyss.
Out of the abyss.
Remaster.
Into the abyss, out of the abyss. There's more abyss.
It's our
You
More
can't,
Abyss.
you can't remaster something that was never mastered.
It's our garage days. If you've checked it out, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you haven't, check it out, man. It's early on, and
I think it's great because it goes to show, you could just plop a microphone down in the middle of the table and start playing and recording and having a good time.
yeah.
That's what we were doing.
So keep an ear out for it.
Hit the music.
Hit the music. Episode 52. The Natty 19 podcast.
I half expected to hear the Mortal Kombat soundtrack right there.
That'd be a good way to come out of the music with that.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan Marshall here, and we are going to get right into it. I'm going to try to do a little bit of a recap on where we left off. We really pushed it last session. We went deep into the night until a lot of us were just kind of in zombie mode going on. So I'm going to try to bring it back the best I can. I know you made it to Wongo's Shrine, who you discovered was a shoe monster.
Are we on Sesame Street?
I'm sorry, what?
A Sue monster. Sue monster, right?
Yes.
Thank
eat
you.
shoes?
Thank you, Zavril. Zavril is our
What's funny
database
is
guy.
shoe didn't mean any, Sue means no more to me than shoe did.
Except one's accurate and one's not.
Yeah. I don't know what a Sue monster is either.
Right. But somebody out there does. And they're like, it's a fucking Sue monster, you dick.
How do you spell it?
S-U.
S-U?
S-U dash monster.
Monster.
How do you get shoe out of SU?
Well, it just rhymes, Sue and shoe, right?
Let's quickly move
flu
on.
rhymes too.
Flu. Q.
You didn't
Stu,
call it a flu
but they
monster.
both begin with S.
The last thing I remember was...
I don't think it's far-fetched. It's a Shumons. All right.
I mean, we all know what a Sue monster is, right?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we do this? What's the last thing Copernicus remembers?
I was looking at a bunch of smiling faces singing happy birthday to me as Irme gave me a +1 ring of protection.
No.
Okay.
No, that's not what happened.
Fooled.
That didn't go as planned. Okay, Zavril. And you want to get something done right, ask Zavril. What's the last thing you remember, Zavril?
We walked into the Wongo shrine. There was 4 corridors. We chose the middle one, where it came up to a statue with some writing on the wall. And we found out the lore about Wongo, and how the sun or the rains were able to come again.
That's right.
And
you learned the final piece of the day that the 9 trickster gods saved the Omawans. Yeah, essentially all the ruckus from all these animals fighting awoke a flail snail that was burrowed, and he rose, and when he came up, the sun beamed off his shell, got into the eyes of Omu, which made his eyes water, which brought the rain. And the rain saved the people.
Yeah.
Classic flail snail.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me now, and I didn't remember a fucking iota of that.
More importantly, I should say more directly, there was masks.
4 masks: the lion, the zebra, the boar, and the vulture.
That's right. And you could look through the mask's eyes into the room with the pedestal.
That was opposite.
Now,
the masks were on the inside, not on the outside.
They were facing the inside, weren't they?
Yes, and you could put your face in the...
You can put your face in it.
So I got enough now. Let me paint it. Let me bring us in. You guys arrived at Wongo's shrine. You had walked between these 2 obelisks, and you heard monkeys laughing annoyingly as you stepped between them.
That was awesome.
And then they stopped abruptly when you left the center of the obelisk. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Now, you were faced with 5 corridors. The 2 on the left and the 2 on the right of the center one led to masks facing the center chamber where that center corridor leads to. That center chamber has a pedestal not all too different than the ones you've been seeing with the cubes resting on them, except this one has the statue of a demonic-looking monkey. And this monkey's hands and feet are cupped like bowls, right? There's a little pool. I don't want to say a pool. And I don't even know if this is in there, but it sounds fucking sweet, so I'm putting it in. There's like a little bowl of water off to the side. And then, of course, there was the inscription of the tail there that you find in all the shrines. I don't believe you guys have gone down any of the other corridors. You see the masks now from the center.
This is ringing a bell, though, and I kind of thought that we might have had an idea about which mask to look through. Maybe that there was this notion that if we looked through the right mask, we would either see something that would give us information or it would trigger something.
I also remember maybe being stuck at this shrine because it was the end of the myth of that day. We were a little bit nervous. Maybe we were missing a piece we needed to know which mask to look through.
I just don't think we fully explored yet. I mean, all we did was walk down the center one and read the inscriptions.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If we walk down any of the other 4, we would be looking through the eyes of the mask and into the room. And I have the sense that each one will give us a different perspective, or at least one of them will give us...
The inscription written in Old Omuan, as translated by Akramas. Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. If we knew which one was the friend, then perhaps that's looking at where the water needs to be, or the light would shine on it, or something like that.
Was there anything in the long description of who his friend was? Does it mention
in the story,
lion,
in
the
myth?
Zebra, the vulture, or the boar?
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious it's the lion.
Copernicus calls the boar.
Really, the boar?
Irme is obviously the boar.
I too was thinking lion.
You rather
Lion?
boar.
Yeah.
But
you
we
know
are
why. You know why.
But we are just conjecturing.
Yes.
All right.
We've all seen the great play, The Lion King. Rafiki and Simba were the best of friends.
Yes, I remember catching that one back in Waterdeep.
Simpa, isn't that the
Wow, call back
the
to
fellow
episode
we left in the water?
Simba, that's the... There's too many.
Simpa.
Which hallway's the boar? Cappy will go down it, checking for traps.
The boar.
Just gonna
Going
go
right
straight
for
for
it.
the boar, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I like that approach.
Kind of boorish.
Oh,
It doesn't bore you.
They bore you enough.
Only boring people get bored, Copernicus.
The boar mask was passage number 2. You go down, these corridors, ancient, smooth brickwork.
Somebody should moon the boar's face before Copernicus gets there.
Cobwebs line the corners of this corridor. And as you move forward, you notice above where you put your face to look through this mask, there's an inscription. And it says...
I don't read it. I just look through the mask.
Fucking idiot.
Okay. You look through the mask, and you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left foot of the statue.
I have a feeling that, obviously I'm not there, but metagaming, I think that every mask we look through, it's going to point to somewhere else.
So blue light on the left foot.
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
Also, Zavro, I shared this. In your notes, you should see Boar Mask Passage 2.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yep. So you have all this written out now as we progress.
Damn it.
What, you were just typing it?
I was, but the fact that he didn't get the inscription made me see it beforehand.
That's all right.
So
Can Copernicus hear us through the mask?
Yes.
So when I pull my head away, I'm looking. Do I see the blue light like at a distance from the mask?
No. And when you pull your head away, you get a strange feeling. But then it passes. But you don't see the light.
What's the inscription say?
The inscription reads, "The vulture is lucky to be alive."
I will not yell that, but I'll tell the crew if they can hear me through the mask. The vulture.
The vulture is lucky to be alive.
Exactly.
All right.
Perhaps piecing together the clues from all the other inscriptions might...
Yes, there's no sense in making a decision till we've looked through all the masks.
I agree.
I guess I'll go to the vulture,
Do it.
since he's lucky to be alive.
You're going to the vulture. That would be passage number 4, the one all the way to the right.
God damn it. That's a long one, too.
Zavril.
I'm not checking for traps.
Poison darts and curses spill out of the wall.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I thought I was lucky to be alive, damn it.
The inscription above this mask reads, "One of the others has no friends."
It's so sad.
And I'm sharing this, making it public again so you don't have to write it out.
Yeah, I'm going to look through the mask.
You look through the mask and you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left hand of the statue.
All right, I will say the inscription out loud as well, that one of the others has no friends. And then I'm also going to annotate the light on the left hand.
What color was the light on the left hand?
It's blue.
Okay.
And when you pull away from the mask, A strange feeling falls over you, and it lasts just for a moment, and you shake it off.
Huh, that was strange.
Quincy would like to look through a mask. Let's go with the zebra.
Quincy, you...
I will look for traps.
All right, give me a wisdom perception.
Fucking natty one.
Is it hallway 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Passage 3 is the zebra. You move to the mask unhindered. The inscription above this mask reads, "My only friend starved to death."
This is getting, like, more and more demonic.
Right? Getting weird.
Yeah, Quincy will read the inscription out loud
Mm-hmm.
so that everybody else could hear it, and then he'll look through the mask.
Yep, looking through it, you notice once again the ray of blue light falling onto the right foot of the statue.
So the bull and the zebra are the feet.
There is one passage left, that of the lion.
I guess Weston will creep up to the lion mask.
Creep.
It's a good jam.
Backstreet Boys?
TLC, man.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, and now you've got the lion. The inscription above this mask reads, "I ate one of the boar's friends."
I ate one of the boar's friends. But did 7, 8, 9. That didn't really make sense.
Do you peer through the eyes of the mask?
Yeah.
You notice the blue light falls from the ceiling onto the right hand of the statue.
All right, so I guess I'll let the others know.
All right, so we know a couple things. The lion did not starve.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Was it the zebra that said his only friend starved to death?
Yep.
So that was not the lion. Do we know from the myth if the monkey got eaten?
So I think I got this.
Okay.
All right.
I have an idea too, but let's hear yours.
All right. So we know that the lion ate the zebra because the vulture's alive, and because he ate one of the boar's friends. He obviously didn't eat himself. So he had to have eaten the zebra.
Wait,
Yes, I'm following you, actually.
wait. How did he not eat the boar?
Because the boar... I
I
ate
one of the boar's friends. And we know that the vulture's alive. So we know the
okay. So the lion ate the zebra.
Yeah.
It can't be the zebra because the zebra said, "My only friend starved to death," so the friend can't be
So-
the monkey.
So that would have to mean
Right.
But we
that
don't know if
The
monkeys
boar
Oh, the monkey
starved to
starved.
death.
The boar starved to death.
Okay.
Yeah. So the lion ate the zebra. The boar starved to death.
And fed the vulture
Wait, how do we know?
because he's lucky to be alive.
So what are we looking for? The monkey's friend?
Yes.
Yes, the monkey's friend.
What about the monkey's friend?
That's
Where to pour the water, which we're assuming the light from that we get when peering through the masks tells us where to put it in.
So the lion can't be the monkey's friends if...
Well, we don't really know that. I mean, those are the two kind of... I mean, essentially it's between the lion or the vulture.
Yeah.
because they're alive. Is that what you're thinking? Just because
Yes.
somebody's dead doesn't mean they're not a friend.
That's true, but
Yes, it does.
I think we can
There's-
assume. Yeah, I think we have to assume that, and I think we
We're
have to assume.
eliminating.
I think that we are kind of forced to assume because the myth didn't tell us the monkey is dead that the monkey is alive. So I think that eliminates the zebra, right? Because his only friend starved to death.
I don't know if this matters much, but who is Unk was written on the walls back in graffiti, and that is the snail. Are we leaving something out with the snail?
The snail flail.
Yeah.
Was there any more
I'm waiting for
information
him
in
to
the
show
graffiti?
the fuck up. Is what I'm waiting for.
All I have written is who is Unk, which turns out to be this snail, correct?
That's right.
And all hail the king of feathers. All hail the king of feathers. That could be the vulture. Or that could be something completely different.
Vultures don't really have friends, do they? I mean, come on, let's be honest.
We're
They have
your
other
friends.
So the only thing that I am kind of thrown off by is because the vulture specifically says one of the others has no friends.
Right, and so that would be the boar, right?
So that would mean the lion?
I think the lion.
Wait, what did the lion say? I wrote over other writing.
So the lion said, I ate one of the boar's friends.
Okay, so the boar has friends. Mm-hmm. The zebra has friends. So the lion has no friends.
No,
so the lion cannot be friends with the
zebra
monkey.
has no friends. His only friend starved to death.
Right.
Yeah, but he had a friend.
Right. Had.
Yeah.
But who knows the timeline?
Fuck me. So wait.
So now he has
just
no
because your
friends.
friend's dead, like I don't know if I buy that.
My votes.
I think the fact
he
that
only had
I think
one.
the fact that they're mentioning a friend is saying that he had a friend. You know what I mean? I think it's a clue. You know
that
what I mean?
he had a friend, not that he didn't have a friend. I think I'm going to go with vulture.
I think in
I would
reality,
vulture.
you have if your friend's
The
dead,
lions-
he's no
lions-
longer your friend.
Yeah.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Sounds like a
I think
GM
we
way.
have
Sounds like
to.
a solid hint from the DM.
Yeah.
I have dead friends. I don't say I have dead people that used to be my friends.
But
Yeah, but they're
hear
not
me out
your.
here.
They're not friends. They're dead people.
They're also using past tense and present tense.
Yeah, dude.
Are they? So what's the
So-
tense for the clue for the?
So it says for the zebra, my only friend starved to death.
You just call him a
then-
zebro.
And the boar said,
And then the boar said, one of the others has no friends.
well, the-
Exactly.
yeah, I agree with that tense.
But is there anything to indicate that a lion? But the thing is there's
So-
nothing to indicate at all that the lion has or has not any friends.
Okay,
Right,
so
I
the
agree
So
lion.
the lion's unaccounted for, which
No.
would throw the
The-
whole thing off.
No, the vulture specifically states that the lion has no friends.
Yeah.
Because zebra said that he had a friend.
That's
and
what we were
boar-
just arguing about.
And
that's-
lion said that he had a friend.
That's what we were trying to
Good.
come to the conclusion of is who the vulture meant. And I was advocating the lion, and they were advocating that the vulture meant the zebra.
All I'm advocating is we're picking vulture.
I'm just
could
opening.
be
I'm just
vulture
leaving
or
it open.
boar.
I'm not
Yeah.
advocating. I'm just leaving it as a possibility, really.
So I can picture all of us talking through these masks while
Yeah.
Irme is circling around this middle statue.
Well, I would vote that
Yeah.
I would vote that we all kind of regather at the statue because we know where. If we decide which mask to go with, we know where to pour the water. And if some shit goes down when we pour, excuse me, if something were to happen where we to pour the water on the statue, then perhaps it would be best that we were all together.
I agree with Quincy. I'll take the time to scribe the clues down, and you can all meet me in the center.
Except maybe one person will be needed to look through the mask to make whatever kind of magic is.
I believe that looking through the mask was only to give us the hint of where the water should be poured, but perhaps
I
it
would
is true
agree
that
with Quincy.
Yeah, and I have all that information written down. So if we join in the center, we'll know where to pour it when we come to a conclusion.
I don't know. Or we all get trapped in there and die, and nobody gets to sing our tale.
I will stand between the pillars with the screaming monkeys.
Ugh. they're gonna wake up that fucking snail flail is what they're gonna do.
In case the shrine closes up and crashes, you all stand out here.
So Rigga will look through the eyes of the vulture.
Everybody to the center, and we'll take a vote.
So what did I still don't have a clear idea of the boar, whether or not the boar had friends.
I ate one of the boar's friends, said the lion.
Oh, okay. So the vulture
It's got to
I
be the
ate one of the
vulture.
boar's friends. The other one starved to death.
Either way, we think it's either the vulture or the lion, right?
Vulture
No,
or
I
the
don't
boar.
think it's a lion at all.
No, it can't be the lion because we already deduced that the lion has
no
friends,
friends.
so he can't be Wongo's friend.
The zebra, his friend's dead, and the lion has no friends. So we've got the boar and the vulture left.
So the thing about that is the boar could have more than one friend. He doesn't have to have just the zebra as a friend, but the part on the inscription, Wongo's friend knows. If we are going by tenses,
He's
Then that
still
one would be
alive.
still alive. But they're so the
Right.
vulture maybe.
so the
That's
vulture
what I
is lucky
think.
to be alive.
But
Let's
they're
move it
all
along.
alive except for all right.
Let's move it along. Let's get in there. Let's vote.
Yeah.
Except for the boar and the zebra.
So we're all back in the middle.
Yeah.
Let's take a vote.
Yes, we're all back in the middle.
All right.
Okay, so Irame's holding her journal in front of her. She's looking at it, and she looks up and she asks, "Can we all agree that we've limited it to the boar or the vulture?"
Yeah.
All right. So let's...
I do not. I think so. I'm not utterly convinced, but I don't have a strong
Well, let's start there.
sense one way or the other.
There's 3 of us have decided that that's what it's limited to. So let's start
Yeah.
there and move forward. So who votes to check the boar first?
That's no one.
Who votes to Who votes to look through the eyes of the vulture?
I do.
As do I.
As do I.
Well, let's take a gander, shall we?
Zavril?
I'm going to go with the vulture.
All right. So if we're wrong together.
So the
So you
vulture, is
already
that
know.
the left hand?
The vulture is the left
I
hand,
was gonna
yes.
say, you don't have to look through it again because you already know where the
Yep. Irme has all of it written down, so we don't have to
Okay,
move
so
again.
that's
ray
just
of
showing
light
us where-
falling onto the left hand
Precisely,
of the
like Indiana
statue.
Jones with the staff.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to be like, you chose poorly.
Now, there was a bowl of water off to the side with a small clay cup.
Copernicus will
a
muckle
pint.
it.
Shatters.
Jesus.
Don't pour all of it at once, Copernicus, in case we are mistaken.
Then he'll jam it into your chest, Quincy, and say, "You pour it."
Poor
Be
Quincy's
careful.
been
There's
responsible
throat
for
leeches in there.
You've been
Quite rude.
responsible for every pedestal so far, haven't you, Quincy?
You've done good
It
thus
is.
far.
Copernicus fucking
bear
swigs
with
it.
No, I will. Yes, I will pour. I'll pour a fair amount of water, but I don't want to pour I will pour 1/4 of the bowl of water
A quarter cup of water.
2 ounces.
onto the left hand.
You pour a quarter of the cup into it, and nothing happens.
Be more generous, Quincy.
For Tamawa's sake, pour the water in the hand.
Okay, I'll pour more water. I'll just pour it slowly, and I'll keep going until either I run out of water or something happens.
When the water is poured into the statue's cupped left hand, a puzzle cube appears magically on the center of the pedestal.
Damn.
Guys, we're so smart.
Man, we nailed that riddle.
Yeah.
For the record, I said vulture like 23 minutes
And
ago.
a disembodied voice says, "Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?"
Who are your children? I'm gonna look at my friends.
Can you repeat that again?
yeah, this is a little...
Copernicus summons his shadow blade.
I'm gonna look at each one of my friends and think about, what have they done for me lately?
Irme's going to hop in front
No,
of
I am
Quincy and
just
take it so she doesn't get cursed.
No. I am just kidding.
Me as well.
Quincy really does care for all of his friends. He is going to say, then we will fight your children. And it is a poor decision on your part. For what parent would allow their children to perish at the hand of stalwart adventurers such as us?
As you got about halfway through that,
Like
that.
half of you.
4
As much as...
Sioux monsters appear clinging onto the statue as though the statue was their mother.
Are they monkeys with tentacles?
Oh, God, why does everything have fucking tentacles? And that wasn't Christy coming with her glass of wine. That was Irme just aggravated with tentacles.
So 4 of these
Oh,
guys,
yeah, these fucks.
Okay, no
demonic
tentacles.
looking monkeys,
Red glowing eyes.
and gnarly sharp teeth.
Well, Quincy was right next to the statue.
I think we all were. We all convened except for Riga.
Roll for initiative. Orvex is up there.
Ooh, natty 19.
What? I just got a natty 1.
99.
I'm going to go around
96.
starting with my left. Quincy, what do you got for Nish?
10.
Copernicus.
11.
All right, Weston, what do you got?
Natty 19.
What's your...
When you add stuff to it, what is it?
Oh, 20.
Arame, what do you got?
Irme coming in with a solid 3.
That's not that solid.
No, it's soft.
A flaccid 3.
a limp 3.
A limp 3. A very malleable 3 coming in.
Fluid. That's
Cold ass water.
Xavier, what do you got for initiative? Is it already in there? 14?
Yeah, 14.
All right, I thought so. All right, we are gonna start out with Sue Monster number 3, which is the 1. Okay, let me lay this out. Now, obviously this room being spaced the way it is and these monkeys being written in to appear on the statue, I'm assuming when they appeared out of nowhere, because you guys were all around the statue, it almost surprised you a bit and you took a step back just to make some room for the battle here. So now we've got, let's just do it like this. Sue Monster number 3, boom, appears right in front of you, Wesson, and he's to his back is Quincy. All right, and he's gonna, well, we don't know what's to his back. Let's roll to see if he's attacking Wesson or Quincy first. It's gonna be Wesson.
Jesus.
No prob, no prob. You guys have fought some shit before, I'm sure. What's up?
Is this the monkey right in the middle?
Is it the monkey?
No. It's that one right there. Sue Monster number 3.
Okay.
Are these undead monkeys?
No,
Did you see
they're
the
not
picture?
undead. They are pretty
They
nasty.
look
Kind of
I
demonic.
thought they were undead.
Yeah.
They have red glowing eyes for whatever that's worth.
Right.
I mean, why don't you
So
ever meet
does
somebody
Cappy.
nice with red glowing eyes? You know, like this really kind soul, this gentle soul.
There's a funny bit in that.
It's gotta be. All right, this Sue Monster is coming at you, Weston. 2 attacks, claw and bite. Claw is coming in first.
Fucking monkeys. God, claw and bite.
At least it's
It's gonna
not
be armor
shit.
class 18 with the claw.
That's a hit.
This is not going to help my case for the monkeys.
Nope.
13 slashing damage from the
Holy.
claw. And now the bite.
Hey, can we choose choice number 1? Is it too late?
The bite's gonna be armor class 15.
That would be a hit.
Okay, and the bite comes at you. 3 piercing damage. Not bad.
You can take that.
Where are we sitting on hit points? Wesson.
34 now.
Yeah, alright. Now, let me see. I want to say that's it for its turn. Alright, next up is Wesson.
All right, Weston is pissed. He just got clawed, bitten to shit, and he hates monkeys. The only thing he hates more than regular monkeys is demonic possessed monkeys.
Right? 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck is this?
Corona.
Dude, what do you expect me to do with that?
Thought you were a big boy. Sorry.
Wow. That's 2 out of 3.
All right, guys. Let's get in the
A
game.
lot of animosity tonight at the table.
Wesson hates monkeys, huh?
These monkeys got me, oh.
Must have run into him in the
I
jungle
don't like it.
a
Yeah.
couple times. Stealing your freaking insect repellent.
I don't like it.
Your
man.
mango
Wake
leaves,
up to
dude.
him like,
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you're staring this thing in the face. He clawed at you. He bit at you.
all right, let's destroy these foul beasts. I'm gonna go for polearm attack. Ooh. 1.
Oh, you lose all actions.
Oh man, that sucks because you had multiple attacks.
Next up, Orvex Akramos locks, loads, crossbow, shooting at Sue Monster number 2, which is the one actually to the left of Wesson. Wesson's in a bit of a pinch.
Disadvantage.
Why?
You're within 5 feet shooting.
Crossbow expert.
Nice.
And he rolled a 2. Yeah, he misses with the crossbow bolt. Boom, flies off, hits Wesson. Doesn't do that, but just kidding. Okay. And Orvex, in order to not provoke, he is going to stand his ground. Sue Monster, the one he just shot at, retaliates at. Ooh. You see the Sioux monster number 2 stare at Orvex and just kind of growls at him, screeching. And Orvex needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Fails it. And you see Orvex drop his crossbow to the ground. And Orvex is stunned.
Oh.
It looks like his face contorts in pain as well as damage ensues. Wow. Fuckload of damage. Orvex takes 17 damage.
I just want to put this out there. I wanted to curse you guys.
It would have been you getting cursed.
Yes.
All right. Moving on. That was his action. Zavril, you're up.
All right. We have all four Sioux monsters out there. There's one about 5 feet away from me. That's also adjacent to Irame. Am I seeing that correct?
You are, yes.
All right.
So yeah, you and Irame are against Sioux monster number 1.
All right. So I am going to use my bonus action first, and I am going to put Hunter's Mark onto Sioux monster 1.
All right, Hunter's Mark.
All right. And then for my action, I will swing with my whips.
All right, let's see it.
Armor class 17.
Hit. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to tell a whip master his trade, but I do believe that you lash with whips and not swing with them.
Yeah.
Ouch. All right. It's going to be 4 damage from the whip itself, and then 5 damage from Hunter's Mark for the first attack, and then for my second attack, it'll be armor class 21.
You know it's a hit.
Yep. And then it will be a total of 9 damage, 5 from the whip and 4 from the Hunter's Mark. So for a total of 18 damage.
All right, 18 damage to Sioux monster number 1. Does that conclude Zavril's turn?
And that will conclude my turn. I will keep my back to the wall.
All right, Sioux monster number 4 is going after the young Quincy Fallow. Sioux monster number 4 is the one directly in the center here.
The monkey in the middle.
I imagine Quincy's like in the process of drawing his rapier while this Sioux monster comes down on him.
And is lashing out at you with a claw attack. And that's going to be a natty 19. Ooh, is that a crit? That's a crit for the monsters too,
Are they
isn't
named?
it?
Only named.
Oh.
Well, do we do
What
only
is
named
it?
or not?
Do we roll on the crit if it's named, but they get max damage
Max
if they're
damage,
not named?
right?
That's what I thought.
fuck.
Yeah.
Max damage can
That's the way it
sometimes be worse.
sounds, yeah.
Hard mode.
All right, so max damage on that claw is going to be 18 slashing damage.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god. That was almost half my damage.
And then
Boy.
the bite comes in.
Half my hit points, rather.
Bite's going to hit armor class 14.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right. And that's going to be for 6 piercing damage. Stick into this thing.
Quincy does not look good. He's seen better days.
All right, and
Curse.
and he is not moving. He's still going to cling onto that statue because he's in a pretty good position. Which brings us to Sioux monster number 1. This one is in combat with Zavril, and Irame just got lashed by Zavril, so it is looking to return fire with a psychic crush. Zavril, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Of course, you would choose wisdom, huh?
It's funny, I've always thought of Zavril as
12.
being wise.
Seeing Zavril being attacked, Irame is going to quickly send a bit of luck his way, and it'll give him a d4 to add to that saving throw,
Okay.
just in case.
Make that a 14 save.
Oh, yeah. Well, none of us can afford to be psychically crushed right now, so.
All right, you're okay. Next up.
Might have been a waste, but worth it.
She loved me. She didn't love
But-
me.
I don't know. I felt kind of lucky there for a moment.
Copernicus, you're up.
Fuck out of here, monkeys. Fairy fire. I'm gonna light them all up. Dex saves for everyone.
All right, dex saves coming in. Sue monster number 1 fails.
This will give everyone advantage on their attacks.
Sue
Nice.
monster number 2 passes. 3 fails.
Nice.
And 4 fails.
Nice.
Righteous.
So 1, 3, and 4, right?
Yep.
And as a bonus action, I fucking summon up my cloak of flies. They come around me. So as a defensive mechanism, pretty much. So just an ethereal mesh of flies starts surrounding me. Anybody within 5 feet of me that starts their turn there will take poison damage. So knowing that and not wanting to hurt my friends, Copernicus will move away from Quincy so he's not in the field.
All right. Good round for Copernicus. Would that conclude your turn?
That'll do it.
All right, the young Quincy.
Quincy's going to finish drawing his rapier and say, "We have them surrounded, friends, and we are the superior primates." And that will be his bonus action. He's going to use those words to do Mantle of Inspiration. And he gets to choose up to 3 people. And he's going to choose Copernicus, Zavril, and Wesson. All 3 of them are going to get 8 temporary hit points.
I feel like Quincy might be sexist.
No, I figure Airmay will be trying to shoot from behind.
Shoot from the hip, her girly hip.
Oh, actually, you're right. So Copernicus, Wesson, and Airmay, those will be the ones.
I don't need no man.
No, but what this will give,
Classic.
in addition to the 8 temporary hit points, the 3 of you get a move reaction that you could use right now without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Not bad. Quincy, how much damage did you take?
I'm at 16 hit points.
24 wounds. Thank you.
As his action, he's going to lay a hand on his wounds that he just took, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh.
He's got to keep himself in the fight. For 23, he's almost
Wow.
healed.
No,
Nice.
good one.
There you go.
Damn. That's like almost all my hit
Two
points.
8s. There were 2 8s in that roll.
Very
Nice.
nice. All right, Irame. Irame, are you gonna? Is any of you guys gonna take that movement?
Not
Free
Irame
movement?
is going to take advantage of where she is. Her turn right now.
And Weston, I didn't know if you, because you were wounded or whatnot.
Yeah, I also have a reach on the pole arm, so I'm thinking, and once the monkeys move, they get a disadvantage on that claw attack.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm at with my cloak of
And they'll
flies,
provoke.
there's nowhere I can move in here without hurting one of my allies besides where I'm at.
You're going to want to stay out of Irame's way.
So maybe I will move to Quincy's right as to not provoke the flies.
Right.
It's
It's a great band name.
Provoke the flies. Irame,
Sorry,
you're
Mr.
up.
Don Chaka.
All right. So Irame has been hoping that these Sioux monsters don't move too quickly. And you guys have seen her use this spell before, but it was kind of out of control. She looks scared. But this time Irame looks calm. And she snaps the fingers on her right hand, and you see electricity spark in them.
Yes. They are all in a row.
Yep. And she's going
Oh,
to
nice,
cast
that's right.
Lightning Bolt at
Yeah.
3rd level.
Wow.
That's a lot of dice. I'm always amazed at Airmay's dice. She gets to roll a lot.
Yeah, if you like rolling dice, it'll work.
Yeah.
It's
So,
class.
Dex save, 13.
DC 13 Dex for all 3 of those in a row there.
Still 13 at 6th level?
I think so, yeah. I believe I checked it when we went to 6th level.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with
I think my DC went up. That's why I was wondering.
Sioux Monster number 1 fails. Sioux Monster number 4 fails. And Sioux Monster number 3, natty 20, passes. So the first 2 take full damage, and the last one takes half damage.
All right. It's not going to be as high as I hope, but we're looking at 10, 20, 26, 27.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's Pretty fucking excellent.
But that's 2 1s and a 2 and a 3 in there.
Okay, Sioux monster number 1 is burnt to a crisp, falls from the statue,
Nice.
lifeless,
Nice.
still kind of thrashing about as
Now
the
I can
electricity
move. That's
courses
amazing.
through. Sioux monster number 4.
Good work, Airme.
How much damage?
27.
7. Thank you. Yeah, 27.
27 damage. Sioux monster number 4. Same thing. Falls from the statue. Burnt to a crisp.
Mop them up.
And Sioux monster number 3. Still unwounded. Does Fairy Fire have any effect on saving throws? Or is it just
I don't
a
think
hit?
so.
I think it's just a hit.
Okay. Alright, takes 14 damage. And leaving him bloodied. Good round from Irame.
All right.
Annihilated 2 of them, bloodied a 3rd.
2 with 1 blow.
I was going to quicken it and cast Mage Armor, but that eliminated my getting out of there.
Your immediate threat.
Yeah, so, and I already kind of burned 2 with the Bend Luck, just in case someone was going to get psychically crushed. So I'll hold on to that, and I'll stay where I am.
Alright, which brings us top of the round to Sioux Monster number 3. This was the one that originally clawed at Wesson. Now, only 2 targets. Now, the flies, what does he take from that?
3 poison damage.
3 poison damage, which puts him at 17.
Yeah, it doesn't even look... I don't have it written down as a save or anything. I think you just take the damage.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That works. Alright, what is he gonna do? You know, I could do some real damage, but Copernicus probably has a high wisdom. Can't say it with a straight face. Alright, you know what? I think... But you have a higher AC, Copernicus does. I think he's going to take his chances. He's angry. He's going to do a Psychic Crush. Give me a Wisdom
The
saving
old
throw.
meta monkey. Wisdom save. Boom. 16.
Damn. You don't need no Bend Luck.
Good roller.
Alright.
That was a 15 on the die. I got a +1 whiz.
Damn it. Okay.
The old whiz kid.
Next up is Wesson. What do you got? And now you see this. Irame just erupts in lightning, kills 2 of them, damn near a 3rd. There's 2 left total.
You're welcome.
Are there any of them that are damaged at all?
Yeah.
Just the one that has a 3 damage.
Yeah, the one that's damaged is the one fighting Copernicus and Quincy.
Which one's lit up in fairy fire?
The same one.
Number 3 is. Number 2 is not.
Oh.
So the one to the west is lit up in fairy fire, correct?
Yeah, the one fighting you. The one that's on Quincy and Copernicus.
Yeah, I
is
remember
Fae
because
fired.
they were the same ones I was going to hit.
Excellent.
So what is my reach is 10 feet.
Yep.
So where I'm standing right now, I wouldn't be able. I have no line of sight because of the statue.
We've got this one. It is wounded, and 2 of us are next to it.
So I guess I'll move. Because the other one is the same deal. Would a reach of 10 be able to hit that?
Yeah, I'll let it go. Well, actually, no. That's if it was just the pedestal, but it's a statue as well.
But
So that's going to count as an obstacle, and that's corner attack.
but he has a straight line to it.
Corner rule, though.
It's not.
It's like
no,
a
It's a
circle.
straight line.
It doesn't matter. Corner. An obstacle is
Okay.
corner.
It's a
All right.
statue.
I getcha. Okay.
Corner.
Can you move through friend squares?
Yeah, at half speed.
Yeah, yeah. So I can move up to that top right corner next to Orvis.
Orvex.
Orvex.
All right.
I don't even know why I corrected you. I don't even like that dude.
Well, no, I was planning. I was considering that as well.
I should have just.
I like
Clammed
monkeys,
up and let you-
and I like
let you handle
most
it.
of all Orvex.
Nice.
Yeah, Copernicus, because you're an excellent judge of character.
And I will strike.
I happen to like Copernicus as well.
Yeah. Irame's going,
Of you lot, Copernicus seems to be the best one.
Thank you, Orvex.
Let us send these monkeys back from whence they came. 20.
Wow, there you go. That's with one attack. So now you get 2 attacks and you get the butt end attack, right?
Yep. So should I roll for all the attacks and then the damage, or?
Yeah, may as well get them all out of the way. Figure out which ones hit, which ones.
10, plus my
What's it? Plus 7.
7,
That's gonna
17.
hit, Yep.
Damn,
And
so
then-
good. I know.
and then a 4.
That's still gonna hit.
Wow.
Beauty.
Jeez.
They plus 7 on them. You know, they have armor class 11. That's barely gonna hit, but it's still a hit.
That's 3 hits. That's the whole
you're
gambit.
gonna annihilate this thing.
So the first strike is 14 total.
Nice. Is that
Max.
max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then a 0.
That's a 10. That's max.
That's also max damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait.
How does that work?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you roll the first time?
I rolled a 10 the first time.
That was a 1.
That was a.
That was a 1.
Oh shit.
He's rolling the.
You're rolling the
D100.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this is a 10 too, no?
Yeah, I throw those ones away. Those dice are useless. Those ones with
I
the
think they're
fucking.
fine, but-
I think they're dumb.
They're fine.
They're just there to confuse people.
They only confuse noobs.
Yeah, but they're wholly unnecessary. You do not
They
need
kind
that
of
one at
are.
all.
They kind of serve a purpose in that you don't need 2 different color ones.
You don't need 2 different colors.
You kind of do to declare, like, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Because you
could
need to know the
flip.
difference between
Otherwise,
flip
you
This
could-
is how I do it.
oh, you do one at a time.
Oh.
Oh, that's
That's it.
slow.
What?
I just did it faster than you could.
You just did it faster than you could figure it out if you had done it with the other ones. Is his point.
That's only if you're not familiar. But
Yeah.
if you know
But
how to
skip
do
that.
them.
If you know
whole
how to do
step
it, you
and-
roll both and you get the percentage.
Useless
like, that's
one.
just like
Waste of money.
Once
one
again,
roll,
I agree with
done.
you.
This will go into the. This should be
Yeah.
a BTS
This is a
discussion.
BTS.
The bonus
It is.
percentile.
Let's
That
write it
is
down so
utterly
we don't
useless.
forget.
That's why I joined the Red Wizards.
Oh, fuck you, Orvex. Yeah, 5. So the first one would be 5. Or no, it's plus
And
7.
The second
so
one
8.
would be no,
No, it's
it
plus
was
7 to hit,
4.
plus 4
Oh,
damage. So.
my bad.
So,
So
5
5.
plus 14.
Yep, and then roll your butt end damage.
Yep.
Because you're probably going to kill it excessively
Is that a
anyway.
D4?
So. It's D4 damage, yeah. D4 plus 4.
6.
Yup, that obliterates it.
Get her done.
Jesus Christ.
Really?
That's the 3rd time I've said Jesus, by the way, so like edit those out.
I think I said it a lot last time.
I know, I
Get
hate
her
it.
done.
I'm trying to curb that one.
Time War is my
Kind of
go-to.
curb in general, my language.
Orvex, once again, lock and loads, crossbow. Actually, wait, he's stunned. He needs to roll a saving throw. Passes it. And that was it. He actually, is that at the beginning of his turn? He can do that? Oh, no, at the end of each of... Yeah, it's at the end of its turn, so it doesn't go. So Orvex can't go. So Zavril, you're up. 1 left, wounded. What do you got?
All right. I am going to move within range. And as I'm moving, I will use my bonus action. Since my initial target of Hunter's Mark died, I can use a bonus action to actually move targets.
Nice.
And then I will lash at it with my whips.
Good form, Mr. Zavril.
Yes, done, Chaka.
Watch him whip. Watch him slay.
Much better form this time.
There you go.
First attack would be armor class 18.
It's gonna hit.
Second attack would be armor class 23.
All right, let's see some
Right.
damage. You're gonna light it up. It's got Fey Fire on it too.
Damage.
Advantage. Fucking wrecked it.
Wrecked it. Damn near killed. Oh,
Hardly
wait.
knew it.
So for the first one, it's going to be 9 damage from the first whip.
9 damage. Okay. That
Damn
kills
near
it.
Killed it. Oh.
That kills it. Barely. Barely, but it does it.
Oh, damn.
The
Dun, 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 dun.
And here
Wow,
I
that was quite easy. I do believe we are getting good at this.
Here I was thinking we started drinking too early.
And then Quincy's just going to reach out. Is the puzzle cube there?
Yep, it's sitting there along with the
He's-
dead creatures.
Nice.
He's not going to miss a beat. If there are any dead monkeys in the way, he's just going to push them off to the side. And he's going to collect, what is this, the 4th?
Wongo's
Fifth.
cube sharing to the screen.
Nice.
Oh, that's a creepy looking one.
We are heroes. That is an awful looking
That looks
cube.
like that. What's that little Disney character?
What are you talking about? He looks so happy.
That's what's that little Disney character in
The cat thing?
No, the one in Hawaii.
The Cheshire Cat, is that what you were thinking?
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, Stitch.
Stitch.
Copernicus will send his flies away, then kneel down and cut one of the paws off the monkey
Oh.
and shove it in his pouch.
Right in front of everyone.
James is staring intently at the screen while saying this, twirling a pencil.
He loves these. He loves that moment.
This is
He
probably the
loves to be
first
able to
time
cut
Weston's
things up.
seen him do something so grotesque.
Yeah, Weston is just disgusted.
I do believe those things carry all manner of diseases, Copernicus.
They appeared in thin air. They're quite extraordinary.
I heard they were quite lucky.
All right.
How many cubes does this make? 4 or 5?
4.
Three or
actually.
your fourth
Three
one?
or four? Four.
Okay.
We have 4. The Red Wizards have 2.
Better write down.
I think we assume the Red Wizards have 2, but we don't know.
That brings up a good point. I've been meaning to discuss this with the group. If the Red Wizards are collecting these cubes, we are going to run into a shrine, and it will be empty. The cube would have already been taken. We will have to confront them sooner or later. Are we working for the same woman?
We're not working for her.
Aren't we?
No.
No, we work for the 3C Shipping and Freight.
Oh, I know that,
Perhaps
of
it
course.
is brave
but
of me
weren't
to
we-
say, but I have no qualms with crossing Valindra.
Orvex steps up and he says, and if you recall the letter that we found from the gelatinous cube, from the Red Wizards.
What was the letter?
It was from one wizard to another. I recognized one of them, the other one I do not know very well. But he did say that some of the Red Wizards were beginning to suspect Valindra would betray us.
And we do not know which of the Red Wizards, these ones collecting the cubes, which faction they belong to.
Yes, that is correct.
And take offense or not, Orvex, we don't know if the Red Wizards would betray Valindra. They're not the most...
Well, if they were smart, they would not do such a thing.
I mean, haven't you kind of denounced the Red Wizards at this point anyways?
I've done no such thing. I am a Red Wizard doing my job.
I told
So
you.
should we then meet up with the Red Wizards before we waste our time on shrines with no cubes and come to an agreement of how to proceed, and that way we know which cubes we'll need, and perhaps together we can go through the final shrine.
They would have to be prepared to keep them from Valindra, and Irme's going to look to Orvex now and say, what is the Red Wizard's true goal to gaining the cubes? Is it to give them to Valindra, or is it
They are split.
they're split?
I did not know of this split. I learned of it when you all did with the letter. I am just here doing what I came here in hopes to do, which is study these ancient ruins. I joined the Red Wizards to do such. And I must clarify that while I am still a Red Wizard, and even when I was among them, I did not concern their safety much. I am a rather selfish character.
I was under the impression that our goals with the 3C Shipping and Freight aligned with Lady Valindra's goals, and that is why we have sort of partnered on this endeavor.
I believe any Red Wizards, or anybody for that matter, who would turn their back on Valindra is a fool.
That would include us, I suppose. So we have to find out if the Red Wizards that we are racing with, if you will, if they are aligned with Valindra, or if they are seeking to betray Valindra. We could put our decision off a little while longer.
I find it disgusting to think that we're working with the Red Wizards.
Well, we're working with Valindra, and we have a Red Wizard right here.
Yeah, they're not all bad.
Yes, we aren't all that bad, Irame. Some of us just academics.
Much like yourself.
But the reason I bring this up is, at some point we are going to run into shrines that have already been cleared by the Red Wizards. So we either confront the Red Wizards, or we get what we could, and then we're going to have to confront them sooner or later.
I suppose the best thing is to confront them amicably and see what we can come to. I don't like or trust them.
What do you think, Orvex? Can you take us to your Red Wizard friends?
I do not know where my Red Wizard friends, as it were, are. I do know that we last saw them up on that butte.
That is true, and perhaps now that Mr. Dontracker is back, perhaps we could track them and discover their whereabouts.
I think I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you denounced your role as a Red Wizard, Orvex.
That is quite a high demand, Irame.
It's a very high demand. I mean, they paid my board. I have no reason to betray you, but at the same time, I have no reason to denounce them quite yet. They haven't done anything wrong. They thought I was dead, I am assuming. And honestly, they don't really know me all too well, and nor I them.
Well, we have to remember that they're split.
Right, and perhaps our poor impression of the Red Wizards comes from the fact that Anit had a dream, and perhaps her dream was reminiscing the rebellion that is brewing amongst them. We do not know right now which faction is the best, but
Irame will sigh and say, and I suppose the rebellion could be the faction that's in the right. We just don't know.
It is worth noting that you are right to not trust the Red Wizards. Anybody who has been around the block, so to speak, knows that the Red Wizards have some ill dealings. However...
It's funny to think that Irame, being like the high elf that she is, feels she's been around the block. You know what I mean?
However, the faction itself has had a bit of some changes. They are no longer recognized as the Red Wizards of Thay, who had the ill reputation. I believe a good portion of them are just trying to turn things around, and I will say that working for Valindra may be a bit dark by its own right. She is not well known for anything good, anyway. However, the lands of Chult bring curious circumstances.
Rather liked monkeys, Orvex, and Valindra. I say I'm a well-to-do kind of person.
Well then.
Ultimately, the reason I brought this up is because I would not like to see us risk our lives raiding a vacant and empty shrine. And we approach the Red Wizards, and we should do so amicably, as you say, Irame, because to do otherwise would be to take the stance of aggression.
I suppose I just want to speak my thoughts aloud so I could say I told you so later.
Fair enough. Quincy looks over at Copernicus, almost disturbed that he had the same response.
Jinx, you owe me a healing potion.
Well, perhaps we'll discover the truth next week.
Oh!
On the 9019 podcast.
Looking forward to it.
You know, all this working with the Red Wizards is making me miss that whisper. The one that used to have the dreams about the Red Wizards?
It makes me miss Devitas. Like, why aren't we just working for Devitas? Comfortable with that.
To do the whole world.
These things are dangerous.
Yeah. We used to call them one sippas. Everybody would yell, one sippa! We chug the whole thing.
Yeah. The little Kahlua drinks.
Yeah.
These are wicked
Well,
good.
John's wanted a mudslide for like, what is it, 2
I used
months?
to like
Since it
those.
started getting cold
Yeah.
out.
They're good. They're good. But and I when I stopped today, I was like, I got a bonus at work. I'll get him his mud.
So wait, what was our Christmas present?
I think we should
that's
do
later?
it for episode
Okay,
53,
Oh,
same
that's
time.
fine. That's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I tried to give him before we even started recording, and Sweaty was like, "No."
Let's do it.
That's 2 cups, but that's cool.
The cup meaning the vessel.
I know, I get it.
Vessel.
I get it. I'm being an asshole.
You are.
A voice.
That's a Freddy Krueger sweater, by the way, not a Christmas
Oh my
sweater.
God, I've worn this
I said that when
the
I
same
came to the
time
door.
last year. We went through this. Okay. This is bad news bears. Bad decision making.
I don't know.
Zavril the Vulture.
I'm the vulture.
Cuckoo, could you?
I think monkeys are pretty evil looking anyway.
Yeah, they are.
It's funny because
Yeah,
they
I
look
hate
the
'em
most
so.
similar.
I hate them.
It's just interesting
What?
because they look the most similar to
Who hates
humans.
monkeys?
You know,
Monkeys suck.
funny
man.
to think that
I
they're
know,
evil
but they're
looking.
like asshole
They're
humans. They
dicks.
don't even pretend to be friendly. They're just like, "Rah."
Yeah.
They like torture other monkeys.
All right.
They're
do,
like they
they're
get
brutal.
off on
Monkeys have you
fucking
been
killing
hanging
other
out with,
monkeys. I'm
dude?
telling you, dude.
Monkeys-
I got some
Monkey
monkeys.
monkey
sadistic.
killing.
I can show you some monkeys.
Hey,
that are
they were
great
friends with the
monkeys.
vulture.
They're always throwing their shit everywhere.
Don't like monkeys. It's not sitting well with me. All of you.
I like monkeys. I'm with you.
Yeah, you're with me.
I don't like monkeys.
I like
Yeah.
gorillas.
I
monkeys.
prefer lemurs
done
though.
with.
Lemurs are
Lemurs?
fucking cool.
Yeah.
What monkey
I-
do you really, honestly? What monkey do you know?
Well, there's Curious George.
Oh.
That's a
the
fake
man.
monkey.
It is?
It's a fictional character.
That's not true.
Might as well say, like Clifford the Big Red. Like all dogs are super huge, dude. Haven't you ever read Clifford?
Now you're just
You're talking
being
about
mean.
a little
I make
lap
those
dog.
weird
There's no such
references this
thing.
whole show. Founded in reality.
Every dog I've met has been big and red.
You're squeaking.
I am because I was at Kristen's parents' house and they smoke, or her dad smokes.
You
Gotcha.
fucking pussy.
Jesus.
Hey man, that's not cool.
You told him.
I called him out.
Good job.
Everybody knows he's a dick.
You know what you are? You're a jerk.
Now, are we done calling each other genitalia?
For now. No promises. So.
Yeah.
Still waiting to hear about a friendly monkey that is not a fake monkey.
What about that gorilla that always puts their hands up
Gorillas are not monkeys.
to... Oh, they're apes.
I think so, right?
Ape, monkey, you know.
Eh.
I don't know. I just like monkeys.
Yeah, I like them too.
All right.
What about those monkeys that live in that cold-ass place that sit in the hot springs all day? Chill-ass monkeys. And they're led by women.
Are they
It's a
monkeys or baboons?
It's a matriarchy. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh,
Wait,
another
so is
dimension.
it-
Whole nother fucking level.
Is it a
monkey's got
baboon,
a
a
bad
monkey, or
name.
an ape?
That's what I'm wondering, if
That's
they're
what-
even their own thing.
That's what.
They're
Just
not
'cause-
their own
listen,
thing.
you got the chimpanzees who run around biting everyone's faces and arms off. And then you got the monkeys who are throwing shit at people. Then you have spider monkeys. So I understand monkeys are getting a bad name.
I saw monkeys when I was in India, and they try to steal shit from you.
Yeah, that's
Do
awesome.
you ever watch the YouTube videos where they just knock people down in the fucking street?
What a
People walk
bunch of
down-
dicks. Fucking
People
chooches.
walk down the street and monkeys jump on their back and just
All right.
throw them to the ground.
Did you see the
I'm not even
YouTube video
joking.
with the monkeys that were going around putting change? And the blind
Christy
people's
is
jars?
looking like a monkey because she's so happy. She looks like she's
See that
banging on
YouTube video?
tambourines or banging on cymbals.
That's a gorilla.
No, that's
Those
a
are
monkey.
monkeys. The little street monkeys.
Dude, the joy it would bring me to see a monkey do that to someone in real life. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
you could-
especially if they were dicks that they were doing too. If they were like chooches.
Only one was a jerk. The rest of them were completely innocent. One was an old lady just fucking walking with her cane.
Did we roll for initiative already?
No,
Nope.
Oh.
no, we've been fucking off.
Yeah, all right. Let's get in it.
All right, Zavril, you're in there already, right? Zavril's fucking gone.
What the fuck?
Two months
monkey
ago.
I
Yeah,
always
no.
picture a clown or something
We had
walking
enough
into
of
the
the monkey
screen.
talk.
I would be so upset.